Hi, my name is Katy Atlas, and I have the sort of slightly odd triple threat job of being a vlogger. I'm the author of three young adult novels that are part of a series called Moving Neutral. And then third, kind of the little oddball in the three, is that I'm also a lawyer. And I just recently left big firm life to start my own practice. My blog, sugarlaws.com, is about food, fashion, beauty, all the good stuff, or as I like to say, living sweetly. So it originally started off as a cooking blog. So I wanted something sort of cooking and kitchen related, and also I was a lawyer, so I tried to put in something kind of fun and law related. So then the law aspect kind of dropped off of Sugar Laws. And then I added fashion, which kind of ended up taking up really probably, 60-70% of my content. The idea of Sugar Laws was kind of never that it was just a cooking blog that would just be focused on one specific thing. It always I was hoping that it could sort of branch out and sort of be about lots of things in life, making things sort of easy and pleasurable and fun, and sort of taking that and sort of expanding it to, to lots of other things. So that's kind of where Living Sweetly came from. Before I had Sugar Laws or wrote a book, I ran marathons. And I vividly remember the day that I decided to run my first marathon. I started training for it and injured myself, as marathon runners are apt to do, and ended up in physical therapy for months and still ran a marathon despite it. And I think it was in some ways good practice for everything else that I really ever did in life, because it kind of taught me that you can just decide that something's going to happen and then work really hard and make it happen. And I think there are a lot of excuses that you can give for why something doesn't happen, but one of the things that you can control is yourself and how hard you work. It's Chad, my husband, no question. When I'm really struggling with something, he gets me through it. He helps me so much and has so much patience, and literally has this just amazing creative analytical mind where he will just sort of talk through things and, help me sort of refine my ideas and come up with his own ideas. I feel like he gets 51% of the credit for everything that I do, basically. People say you should have a mantra. I think in some ways it was kind of the marathon that sparked it, or sort of at least gave me at least a way to sort of understand that feeling. And my mantra was when you want to stop running, don't stop, keep running. And I use that sort of with other things. It's just you just have to get through it. It's you just have to feel you want to quit and just get through that and just don't quit. The idea that sort of that tough part will pass if you just keep going. I don't think that I really understood that actually really before training for a marathon. I think if you sort of ever stop climbing, then, things stop changing, and that's no good for anyone. I think you always kind of want to, sort of be reaching for the next thing, whatever that is.